But I'm just gonna reset this game.
There's Nakamura coming to lick ya.
I have to restart the game entirely. Hang on. Yes, we'll be right back.
Ye old game.
Because apparently they'd forgotten to program in... Oh, for goodness sakes, let me move this into the main screen. The weird thing about the windowed... So if anyone's wondering, I'm playing this in a window. I am a wizard.
Yeah, well, I've tried to do that. That's not possible.
But because I have 3 screens, it tries to average all of them, so it actually launches in the bottom right-hand corner of one screen, the bottom left-hand of another, and then the top left of the third. So...
I mean, whatever hack you've done, it's clearly working in some degree, but it's also not.
Yeah. So I just have to... Ooh! We have been followed?
No, I hosted you.
Oh, you hosted me. Oh.
I have you on my auto-host, but it didn't...
I have the vibe. Do you have Yarstream on your auto-host? That might be
it. Yeah, I added Yarstream to my auto-host.
Yes.
Because when I clicked on, like, my little thing, it even popped down and was like, do you want to host Yarstream? I'm like, yes, you're supposed to be doing that.
Yes. So while this lovely intro plays, we're actually going to be using a very interesting way of playing this. I mean, I do know this game very, very well. Like, very, very well. But for Christmas, I think it was last year or the year before, I was gifted with the official Prima guide. So some of the more obscure things in this might be fun to...
Obscure? What you mean is shit they made up.
Oh god, yes. How to use this book. This book is eminently easy to use. Ooh. Note, however, it is not a substitute for the Gabriel Knight 3 manual.
Some poor Prima Guide person was told, you're writing the walkthrough for Gabriel Knight 3, and they did that, and then they realized there wasn't enough pages.
Yeah, let me tell you how many pages this has. Okay, so they've actually got a reference list. They have 244 pages to this book.
I don't think the game's that long.
Well, they've got
lots of maps.
Well, I was about to say the last 40 pages is a reference list of points that you can get, objects you can pick up, some notes. Oh yes, such as if you've done this earlier, you don't have to do it now. That's nice.
If you've done it, you don't have also unicorn.
Oh yes, the unicorn.
Apparently, we're watching Blade Runner.
Yes. Let's see what else. There is 20 pages dedicated to a no-frills solution path, where they literally
just blast through it. You don't get every point. You just beat the game.
Yeah, it's watch Gabriel and Grace talk to Prince James's 2 men. After this conversation, exit the hotel and follow the 2 men. But the majority of it is this annotated walkthrough where they put their own commentary spin on why you're doing certain things.
Oh, they're going to be wrong about most of the reasons why you're doing things. Also, g'day, Dan Nastic.
Hi, Dan. Welcome to the Aussie Takeover. And can I, just straight out of the gate, I don't know if anyone's heard me talk about Gabriel Knight 3 before, but I am fucking impressed with the amount of detail that these super, super, super low poly models actually have.
I think this is the best Gabriel Knight, which I know everyone thinks I'm wrong and I'm dumb and I'm stupid, but...
I mean, I still prefer Gabriel Knight 1, but there is a lot of charm to this. There's just not as much characterization. There's more complexity to the actual plot. And because of that, we've dropped stuff like Gabriel being more charming.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly they did a lot with the engine and stuff like that to make it... And they didn't have enough time to be let's have the characters talk to each other.
Like proper human beings.
Yeah.
Gabriel so the first game, Gabriel is this beautiful, charming man that even though he is toxically masculine, you still like him.
Yeah.
This one, he is a dumb fuck.
He has jumped off the train of dumb fuckery in this game. You're right.
I mean, he does have a concussion right now, but he is a dumb fuck.
No, just in the whole game, he is incredibly weird. I think part of that's because they wanted Grace to be more of the intelligent character in this one.
But the thing is, Grace is a dumb fuck in this as well.
She is. But I mean, she's clearly meant to be like, she's the one who knows how to use a computer. She's the nerd.
Yeah.
So they had to play that against Gabriel's the, masculine idiot.
Yeah.
So and obviously they sort of still fucked up, but
and then
I don't know.
and then they fucked up Mosley entirely. Like,
I mean, I don't think he belongs in this game.
No, I don't think he belongs here either. But if you're gonna have him in here, the whole thing is that yes, Gabriel Knight 1, he's a bit of a bumbling idiot. But he's a bumbling idiot that knows his job well. Well, this is just like, hey, I'm a doofus. I'm just gonna bend over here. You're gonna look at my ass and oh yeah.
Mosley in the first game is implied heavily to be being played by Gabriel. Gabriel is tricking him, but Mosley by the end reveals that he knew all along that Gabriel was kind of using him.
Like they've known each other for a long time. There's no I don't want to say animosity, but kind of like, it's like
they both know their position.
Yeah, they know each other well. This one's kind of like we're suddenly strangers again, strangers that know stuff about each other.
Strangers that are very personal and seem to have a very good relationship.
Yes. All right. So straight off the bat,
I do like this engine because it's like say the Tex Murphy games, but I mean, it's still that same 3D engine, and it's very interesting. I played it this year. Yeah,
I actually, because my plan when I was going to go to Scotland was because we were the whole thing of there's a computer in this that if you search Gabriel Knight 4, it comes up with a story about ghosts in Scotland, and
that would actually be interesting.
Yeah, so I was gonna make like a fake, location tour type video of like we came from a different hello James and Jess.
No, it's just James.
It's just James. Just
he
using
must be
Jess
on the tablet somewhere.
Yeah.
Jess is on the computer.
Hello Jess, I can hear you in the background. You're lovely.
She can't hear you. She's playing Monster Hunter.
Yes.
I beat the gyro, whatever it is.
Oh, the Jurassic
Look, it's one of our. I'm not going to look at that with the young man in the room.
James, stop looking.
Yeah. This is an adult game. I mean, kind of,
We're
but
gonna look at Mosley's ass a lot, by the way.
Yes, and a brassiere. And a brassiere that's hanging up.
To be fair, Mosley doesn't truly have an ass. He has a flat back that just continues down.
No. He definitely has a butt when he leans over. It crumples right up. It crumples into space.
It becomes a thing when he bends somehow.
Yeah, it's kind of like look. We have to look at Gabriel. Actually, no, Gabriel does have a slight curve.
He does. Yes, they gave him something.
But and also like when you look at his chest here, you can actually see the outline of his talisman there.
Okay. Oh, you probably can when you can see the game on your screen.
Yeah.
My window's a bit smaller.
I mean, I like looking over at the Discord window, which is sharing to you. Yeah, I can just see it.
I can kind of. There's like a sort of not a full circle, but I can see the bottom sort of circle. Yeah. Yeah,
it's like here's his moves, and here's this weird.
He doesn't have moves. He has pecs.
Yeah. You know who does have moves though?
Mosley.
Yeah.
They didn't get Mark Hamill back for him this game.
No. You're an OxyContin. I'm sorry to hear that, Dad. I've been Do you remember? Do you remember? Well, I don't know. You weren't watching that stream, but there was a stream that I just kept saying "cool beans" over and over again.
I remember it.
Yeah, that's because I was on OxyContin.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on the dose as well.
I mean,
my mum had OxyContin for her cancer. She had very strong doses, and she had about 60 packets of it.
Well, see, this is the thing. We found out that they'd been recalled because they were actually a lot higher dosage than they were supposed to be. So, I thought I was on
Roxy, you've run into Gabriel Knight 3. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Look, it has a Frenchman right there.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see what the Prima guide says. Okay. So the first day of Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned opens in room 25 of Le Hotel Rennes Le Chateau. You play all of day as one as Gabriel Knight, but don't worry, Grace fans. Gabriel's witty and cerebral partner, Miss Nakamura, shares top billing in days 2 and 3.
See, that's what they're trying to play for. That she's the clever one.
Oh, here we go. Lobby. Gabriel fan knows. Shit.
Gabriel fans.
Gabriel Knight fans know what he craves first thing each morning. No, I'm not talking about coffee, but let's go find some as well. Wait,
It's
what?
newspapers. He likes newspapers read by a New Orleans lady.
It's no, I am talking about coffee. It looks like it said no, I'm not talking about coffee.
Well, I mean, there's three things he does every morning. He has a coffee. He has the newspaper read by a lovely New Orleans lady, and he has sex with Grace Nakamura. There's three things. She's not here though, so he's got to find someone else.
Oh, and by the way, did you notice I have subtitles working in this as well?
Oh, great.
I did. They're beautiful.
I'm a wizard. Everybody love me.
I mean, you've hacked in the subtitles,
Some coffee out
and you hacked it into a fucking window somehow.
I mean, everyone has a wank, but you do that generally before you come out for the coffee.
Hey, Talia, you nerd.
Hey, Talia. Who could this lovely man at the table be?
What the? I don't even know what he's fucking doing. He's like hiding from him for ages. Like
He is, yeah.
No, it's my evil twin.
Look at here comes. I used to call him the crumple butt in my old LP, but it's really a crumpled crotch. That whole thing is like kind of collapsing in on itself.
What the fuck is the left doing? Can you see through him?
Yeah, it's kind of like his hip has like become concave.
Yeah, like it bends inwards to his leg.
And then his crotch is simultaneously being pulled down and pulled up.
They shouldn't have had him sitting. They fucked that model up something bad.
And like the whole like his chubby love handles don't work with the rest of his torso.
No, they're clearly like one polygon, like right in the middle of his body, like a little oval.
And again, yes, these are extremely low polys, like really extremely low polys. So the amount of detail they actually do have in them is kind of amazing.
It is. Like, you can tell who everyone is.
Like, what's it called? I extracted a whole heap of the models like years and years ago, being like, I'll just see what they've got, and then I'm gonna, because I've got 3D skills, I'll build something of my own. And I was just like, wow, you actually got that amount of detail out of 20 polys. Like, what the fuck?
This engine, this is the period of Sierra when we need to advance the engines, we need to do something special with technology because we're falling behind. Adventure games aren't selling as well anymore. We need to be, this big advertising thing.
This is definitely Mosley's Bill Murray phase.
It's not his Mark Hamill phase, that's for sure.
Well, for one thing, it's not Mark Hamill anymore.
That's what I meant. Like, he's gone. They couldn't afford him anymore.
I can't give him candy.
He wasn't Tim Curry in the second game, was he? It was someone else.
It was Dean Erickson.
Yes, this is the visual actor, right?
Yeah. The man who actually kind of looks like Gabriel Knight. And still looks like Gabriel Knight. Like, he doesn't look like he's barely aged. Like, he's just got a couple of wrinkles, but the hair color's still the same, the jawline's still the same.
Little, like, baby sausages? Is that
definitely. Definitely has the baby sausages. Okay, while I'm here,
still steal shit. That's what you should do.
Let's wait,
I actually like
the maple syrup?
The UI
maple
for
syrup's
this
not
game.
here yet. Maple syrup's not here yet.
It's useless without actual coffee in it.
Has he actually had a coffee?
Yes, well, I think we did, but he spit it out. So let's
think he
have
spat
some
it
more.
out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like the UI for this game is very minimal most of the time, but it's like when you click on something, you know everything you can do. Unlike Gabriel Knight 1, when you have 20 different options, and 3 of them are open door.
Someone's just said his baby sausage is a euphemism for big small dick. No,
it's for Gertie grinding up babies.
Yeah, so what's it called? You haven't got that far along in the ruin yet, but Gerda's a special lady.
That's a word for it.
Yeah,
Sukajin is a lovely man.
He's a lovely man, but the baby sausages and then because
Shh, don't yell in my ear, James.
Hello, James.
I just wanted to say howdy.
Hello, Elkia. But what's it called? When it came to we've got to talk to Jean now, baby. Yeah.
With the French guy, right?
Yes, Jean the desk clerk wants your stay to be perfect. Check that guest register on the desk before you talk to him.
Oh, I was calling him the French guy. They're all French. We're in fucking
They're all
France.
French. Yeah.
You must be Monsieur Knight in room 25.
I've just come to steal your pen and you're talking to me.
If there's anything you...
So I got this game for
I
free.
will be at your
Oh,
service
nice.
most
I
time.
got this the year it came out. I wanted it so badly. I requested it for Christmas. And I got
must
it
have
for
got
Christmas.
This around about. I got this around 2002, I think.
Oh, so I got
It
this.
was in a triple pack of other games, but I bought like Morrowind, and they gave me this triple pack of like Gabriel Knight 3 and 2 other games that were sort of also adventure games, but not very good ones. And they just like handed that to me. I'm like, here, you can have this. I was like, okay.
But yeah, so when I got this, my computer, no, I wasn't sorely disappointed. I loved this game. But my computer couldn't handle it. It took half an hour to load every single scene. I finished it twice.
And I played it as a 2002, and I played it on my laptop, which was Windows Me.
Mm-hmm.
And it still worked. Like there was no crashes or anything.
Yeah.
So, and it was definitely not designed for Windows Me. It would have been designed
No.
for Windows 98 probably. So.
But that was how into this game I was. I waited every single half an hour scene transition. And there's particular parts where you have to keep coming in and out of this building.
Yes.
So it wasn't like half an hour, but it was still like, 5 to 10 minutes, which when you're, how old was I?
Windows Smeagol.
Yeah. Well, this was
This
was 1999, so
Yes.
I would have been 14 when I played this. Let's have a read. I like how the Prima guide here says Jean, the daytime desk clerk, introduces himself most humbly. Yes, you let him know if there's anything you ... need.
Are they implying we take Jean up to the room?
Oh God, yeah, I think so.
Because that's Gabriel wants to do that to the night clerk.
Oh yeah, and to the maid.
Yes.
And
It's the hotel register.
To every,
it's the
probably to
hotel
priest.
registry. It's chained to the desk.
I do like the skull painting behind them.
Yes. Oh well, what's it
Like-
called? If you actually look at it, it reminds me of something his dad painted.
That's cheerful. Makes me feel right at home.
Well, yeah, because your dad painted a painting with skulls with the snake coming out of the eye. So yeah, it does
I mean,
make him.
I kind of wonder if that's like a real painting.
Some of them are.
Yeah, I believe some of them are. Like in
I
the
believe-
art gallery, a lot of them are the story of the town. So I think
Maybe I
they're
should wait until Jean's elsewhere.
Yes. Okay. So now that I've read the registry, I can speak to Jean properly. So
yes, because we've got to know who's here
I
first.
was speaking
Yeah.
of the hotel register. You wouldn't by any chance recall
regarding the
actual
hotel
times
guest,
people
excusez-moi,
check
he suggests you speak to Simone, the night clerk.
This is why we do not require
Oh, we'll
some
speak to
besides
her,
the
alright.
time check
Oh,
in,
yeah.
time check out.
She
myself
wants
might
very
be
little to do
member,
with us, but
but I
they
was
all
not
want
with
very
you
little to do
last
with us.
Roxy, this game was received like a lot of games at the time.
Shit.
Well, but poorly.
Yeah.
Like, I believe critics were like, yeah, it's a real technical advancement, but it's not like the same as the other Sierra games. And also, the entire company is collapsing around them. So it didn't sell very well.
I always like to put the cursor. So I'm 30. Oh well, Summer's 30 now.
You've got a
I'm
cool
34, going to 35.
They fill the hotel.
I'm older
James,
than your
stop asking
dad.
how people are.
They have taken
I got no problem with it.
your room,
You're not much older than me.
No, I'm only a couple months on it.
Yeah.
What
Well,
part-
I'm almost 34.
Yeah, but what part of what part of the year are you born?
Oh, yeah.
January. My
Oh,
birthday's in like,
I'll get out.
well, 2 months because it's the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. So
End of
you're,
January.
I'm only a couple of months ahead of you, and then Ikifu's a couple of months behind you.
Do you know anything about the tour group, Jean?
I love putting this cursor over people's eyes because they are the Borg.
He is Jean too.
Yes,
I hear there's supposed to be a
Jean-Luc
treasure
Picard.
around here.
Jean-Luc
Anything about it?
Ricard. No, I'm just
Ricardio.
Between you and I, Monsieur Knight, I think the treasure.
the traitor.
This game's, yeah.
No,
Amy.
It's a thing.
I hope you are proving me.
I can't imagine what this game would have been like to play if you only use the mouse. Because I think you can walk around with just the mouse, right?
Yeah.
Like dragging.
Oh no, not dragging. Actually, I think
No, Monsieur.
no. You
But
can
guests
click and it
arrived
walks
last night,
around and it will
and I
change
was-
the camera for you.
Yes, there's like a
We
pretend
have a
point and
number of
click
gentlemen staying at
Yes.
this hotel.
system.
As to
Yeah.
their luggage, I cannot say.
Et
That'd
le
be
quiche.
It'd be such a different way to play it.
Maybe somebody else who works here might have seen the two men.
The free camera is great though, because then you can just like
Oh,
bury
yeah.
yourself in people's
Well, yeah,
crotches.
because that's kind of the whole skill of this game actually, is that like instead of like having to like actually get Gabriel to walk around, as you can see, he will walk around to wherever I click. If I sit, yeah, I'm just going to be like, well, you know, it's going to take him forever to get to like all the way over here. Whereas if I just click over here and then click here, he's actually just going to pop in from behind the camera.
Yeah. He just sort of, he wherever you go, he despawns and respawns.
You know what I think? It's kind of like the same, you know, technology that Frogware uses for
Watson.
For Watson. So the weird thing is that instead of using it for Watson, it actually seems to have originated here with Gabriel.
I think a lot of games use it, like the whole idea of like once the character's off screen, they're not rendered.
But
they
I
don't
think
exist
that
anymore.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time I saw it, and I've just taken that pen because he wasn't here. So this guy just occasionally walks around and gazes out the window. Maybe
this isn't the real time part of the game, but they do in the non-real time part of the game. They do still have like a little
like little loops. Some of them do anyway. Like what's it called? Emilio here, technically, which who we'll say hello to now.
He does cycle. He does cycle,
but the cycle is more like in terms of like him moving from place to place. Is he's following Gabriel?
Hey, how you doing?
If you're outside, he'll come outside. If you're inside, he'll be in here. If you're in the phone booth, which is where we'll be soon. Oh, this is Billy West, by the way.
Interesting.
I can't wait to get to the cat massage puzzle because I've got a good defense for that.
Hey,
oh well, so does this book.
Oh,
I did read that section.
I would like to see what their defense is because mine actually makes sense, and I believe mine is what the actual thought process was behind it, but the game doesn't.
And I have a feeling that this book's actually going to confirm what you're probably thinking.
It might be.
Because, like, what's it called? In that sense, when they actually explain it to you out like that, it does make sense.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like, but the game doesn't tell me this.
Yes.
So
The problem with the cat massage puzzle is that the game doesn't tell you what you're doing and why.
Also, you would not be able to get that much cat hair off a cat with just a single bit of sticky tape.
Are you a treasure?
No, that bit's, you know...
Ridiculous.
I mean, my cat's pretty fucking hairy.
Yeah, like, have you brushed him? Because, like, I brushed Mr. Spike, and I'd get, like, especially in summer, you get huge wads of cat hair off them. I have made
fine and loose cat hair though.
Well, that's the thing. If you get a whole heap of it, you can kind of like massage it, and it
You'd have to play around with it a lot to make it look like a mustache.
Yes, well, I managed to get it to work. I do have a picture of me with a cat hair mustache. I did not have maple syrup though, so I literally just have my head tilted back.
That's the other bit that doesn't make any fucking sense about the puzzle. But
yeah, it's not sticky enough to actually stick.
You have sticky tape. You could just use that.
Yeah.
You can double side it and stick it to your own face.
Okay, so I need to use my inventory. So I'm gonna pick up.
Look at those beautiful 3D models.
Oh my god! And look, this you can actually. Oh no, not this one. Yeah, it's a wonder US ever let me go. Oh. You can actually look at this. I have blown this up, and his date of birth is wrong.
Did he write his own name in a Sharpie?
Yeah.
That's not how legal documents are done.
Also, you'd think he would have an actual signature rather than just writing his name.
Hang on. Okay, so the G and the A, they're capitals. So is the K and the N. The rest of them are all lowercase. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
He doesn't... You don't start a word with capitals like you're printing it and then go, no, I shall now lowercase it.
Yeah. But the thing that I love about it, the genius part of it, is that he does the same pattern on both his first name and his second name.
So it's not an accident. He's just like, he sits down and he's like, I shall do this. This is my thing.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing as well.
What an idiot.
See, these are insights that you don't get when you watch other people play this game because they're just like, I don't understand what's going on here, and for some reason, we're Southern.
You should say that there is the face there, so it's easy to recognize that is Gabriel. Yes. And we have to steal Mosley's ID later on. And Mosley's face doesn't look anything like Gabriel's.
No.
And that's where the puzzle mustache comes in.
But this says he was born in 1968, which makes him older than any version of Gabriel Knight 1, because the book version of Gabriel Knight 1 says he is 35, and the game implies he's not quite 30 yet. I am a nerd.
So some to double side just normal sticky tape. You get the smallest amount you can use, you need, and you just roll it back around on itself and stick it down. The more you use in the loop, the looser the loop will be. So you really want to use like the minimal amount.
You know what's also kind of stupid about this game? I love this game, but this is the stupid part about this. If you don't have the comic that comes with this game, you have no idea what the plot is at this point.
This is Gabriel.
I think that's intentional though. Like that's one of those things where they're like, we can't have a big cutscene at the start, like showing everything.
I know you must be.
And I didn't have the comic.
Oh,
because I just got it as a dual case. Like it just came as a 3-pack.
I followed.
Yeah,
it's clearly like
catch up.
So I learned. I think there was a PDF or something on the CD.
Yeah, but no one's really going to check a PDF. Let's be fair.
I think I did eventually. I looked it up online though first to find out like what the fuck was going on.
So basically, beforehand, Gabriel and Grace get contracted to this guy called Prince James, who's bye Selma, have a good day.
Scottish.
No, he's Scottish. He's the last Steward King, I think. Anyway,
supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
I'll send down some men.
And spoilers gets proved to be. But what's it called? So they have this historical thing where it's kind of like they get visited by the night visitors, vampires, and basically they want you to stop these vampires coming after his son.
His little child who's like 8 or 9.
No. This is a baby. This is
no, it's a baby. Sorry.
Like it's.
You're right.
I'd say at most 6 months old.
Yeah, because it's still wrapped up like in like baby.
It is an absolutely tiny baby. So like the fact that this baby has been stolen and that we've followed it all the way from Scotland to.
I assume that vampires
France.
went out to the local store and they bought some formula because it's going to take multiple days to find this baby.
Yeah. And they don't, and the purpose that they need this baby for, they need it to last a couple of days. So they are definitely taking care of this baby.
It's a vampire walking into the local like 7-Eleven in France. Excuse me, do you have non-soy formula? This baby is allergic.
So Gabriel is looking for a baby.
Yes, but we got attacked on the train.
But yeah, so he's taken a train from Scotland to France, which let me tell you is not a train line that exists.
I mean, you can.
You have to do it via London, but the between the comic and us getting off the train, it was the same train.
Yes, there'd be multiple trains to do that. I mean, you'd probably go from London to Paris, and then from like Paris, you'd have to change trains as well. But
it's.
We can pretend.
Yes,
this game is made by Americans. They don't really understand.
We will stretch the definition of things and say it was possible, so we're looking for a baby, but we're also looking for a vampire. And the vampires, when they knocked us out, they said sangreal. So we're trying to also find out what a sangreal is, and
it's very important, and it's got nothing to do with the title at all. Ignore the title of the game.
And as we can see, Emilio is here, but he's not actually calling anyone. He's come in here to listen to our phone conversation.
Yes, I can't remember what he actually is in the story, but he's spying on us at the moment.
He is spying on us. That part's quite clear from because we're about to go outside and.
Can we pick up the newspaper that he dropped?
Oh, we can't. I think we can. No, it is a non-entity.
It does not exist. There is no newspaper here.
There is no newspaper. There is no spoon. So let's go outside and talk to Madeleine Bouthane.
You can look at the window and you can see outside. There's the store outside. You look through the window.
Yeah. We'll find. Yeah, we'll see. You're getting ahead of the story, man. You're getting ahead of the story.
You can see it right now, and it helps.
Yes. I don't know, but I mean, in terms of being inside.
Oh yeah. It's chicken. It's a giant fucking cock.
Present the voodoo group left me. Yuck.
Yes.
Wait, did they actually leave him a chicken?
Yeah, do you remember the I think we called it an aborted chicken or something. That the Gabriel had to clean
grab
up
the
for
cock.
Grace because yes.
Well, gee, I don't need a live chicken at the moment.
That's not a chicken. It's a rooster. It's a
I mean,
cock.
a chicken's still
Must not
a
kill
rooster's still a
cats
chicken.
around here.
Yeah, but you don't kill a rooster to eat it.
Well, you do. when it
You
gets
do,
too
but
old.
I mean, like generally. Okay, so
Is that Roberta? That's Roberta, isn't
no,
it?
that's not Roberta. That's Jane Jensen.
Oh, I just saw it quickly. It looked like
I
Roberta.
think it's a bookstore.
I think it's a bookstore. It's because it says Jane Jensen writes Gabriel Knight novel, and then this is Gabriel Knight 1.
Wait, so she, in the world of Gabriel Knight, she wrote a novel about the novelist.
No,
who
no, no,
wrote
no,
a
no.
book.
So, in this history, Jane Jensen has written a novel called Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father, and that's what this is. Except Gabriel has written a backlash story called Sins of the Fathers.
This makes no sense.
Ah.
Gabriel should not. Oh look,
And then
Secrets to Sangreal.
yeah, Secrets of Sangreal.
Secrets of the Holy Grail. I wonder if that book's got something to do with this area.
It's almost like that word's important. And I think he refuses to look at it, right?
There we go.
Oh no, there we go. There we go. He makes the he does.
Holy Grail.
Sangreal.
Oh.
Wait, did that just turn into a video clip?
No, it's taken over control of the camera.
What is the Grail?
Oh, it's just the way, like, it looked like for a moment there was like, I don't know, it looked like there was like a video camera effect, like it was like a cutscene they'd made.
Well,
But it probably wasn't.
no, it's not. You can definitely tell the pre-rendered ones as opposed to ones where they just take over the camera. So this was they took over the camera and did a specific animation. Whereas like
I think because he's still to the left there, like he's too
for God's
close.
sakes. Okay, let's cheat the system. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I think because he was just off to the left, like he was still visible through the building.
Don't mind if I do.
He is currently with Grace, correct?
No, they are not dating. They are in some weird tension thing. So, like, when you talk to Mosley later about it, Mosley's like, "So, are you and Grace?" And he's like, "Don't ask me about it."
Like
It's weird.
Like Gabriel Knight 2, they were like, "Yay, we like each other, right?"
Well, they got much more friendly, but and like
Yeah.
it got
So
to,
by this point, they've just sort of not worked out the kinks.
yeah. So it's like they're not actually a couple, even though they live together.
Yes, and they're very clearly in incredible sexual tension.
Yes,
Well, hi.
you must be Madeline Boutain.
Perhaps.
I know it's not Boutain, but I love calling her Madeline Boutain.
Do you think you use it to start a fire?
Yes.
I
mean, she's a fiery redhead, so-
Oh, yeah.
What?
And her hair grows into her neck.
Never mind.
Tim Curry in this atrocious New Orleans accent saying, "What accent is fucking hilarious."
I know, but the thing I wonder if he even listened to his own accent from Gabriel Knight 1, because this almost sounds like a brand new.
No, he didn't. They didn't pay him enough for that.
No,
You wish to find the treasure? Or
They paid him enough for exactly how many hours it took to read the script,
yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
When did y'all get in?
Where'd y'all get in?
Tim Curry ain't free.
why you ask?
Just curious how long.
Here comes the cock.
Yes.
You should choke
Come
it.
to this. It's about
It's not a chicken.
2 hours.
No, her boobs do not. They're one triangle, like stuck in her
Most
chest.
of the group
No, you know what? It's. Let's hang on. No, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 polygons in her face. I think there's about 6 per boob.
Well, Talia's right then.
So, what's
But-
this tour group?
I don't know if the tits go in though. I think that's like there's like an
there's
illusion with the shirt that makes it look like they.
Oh yeah, it is. But
really
it's been
just
painted
black.
on as well, so it doesn't actually have like because this isn't a proper shadow. That's painted on.
Well,
Like there's stuff done there to help it look more 3D than what it really is. She's
Yeah.
got an ass.
Yeah, she's got an ass.
She also wears. Oh, my screen's just turned off.
Oh,
Screensaver.
Think about it.
her crotch is so fucking far down,
Excellent,
or
right?
her
I mean-
her like
The area
torso
of the
is
treasure
incredibly
in the
long.
chateau.
Well, like, what? So torsos you can be quite long. I've got quite a long torso.
No?
I don't think anyone's torso is quite that long.
It's not the torso's too long. It's like where her crotch is compared to where her butt is.
Yeah, like that front bit is way too far down. It needs to be just sort of.
Yeah.
And Jane's a woman. You think she'd know?
Well, Jane's not the one modeling this, but
I mean, she could have walked in and looked.
yeah, I mean, like if the apex of the bum is here, then the crotch should be up here as well.
Yeah, her crotch is a little bit lower than that. It's a very weird model.
It's
I think
kinda-
Gabriel's the same thing as well. I think all the characters have these very, very long waistline to crotch problems.
Let's check out this ass area. Oh god, that actually comes up at the back.
He got that thigh gap. He ain't thick at all.
Oh my god, does he ever have a thigh gap? It's the biggest thigh gap I've seen on saggy pants.
And denim's not saggy.
No, but like it's not like considering how thick these are compared to where his legs clearly would be, those probably would be touching in the middle.
He needs to eat a bit. He should go kill that chicken just to eat.
Get skinny leg jeans, Gabriel. Because if they were skinny leg jeans, it would be fine.
His torso's a triangle too. I just noticed.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like
if you saw a wrestler with that, you'd say that they're going to have heart disease because they've done too much steroids to get a really big back, but not done their waist.
And like what's it called as well? Yeah, you know what? It's kind of like considering this the width of this belt and the way it cinches in his waist. It makes me think of those old timey boxes.
Yeah. There's definitely they did some modeling, and then they finished.
And
there
then,
was no pass.
Hey Amelia, what are you doing outside?
Why you keep listening to us, you little fucker?
I'm going back inside.
So much for that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't actually realize he was following me until I looked up a walkthrough the first time I played this.
Yeah, no, he.
I saw him inside, in all the spots, but it didn't click in my head.
Oh my god, they've literally written in this Prima guide exactly what Gabriel just said. So it said so much for that idea, which is exactly what Gabriel just.
Well, they didn't pay the Prima Guide person a lot to write this.
Yeah,
book.
here we go. The picture in the novelist in the rightmost window is Jane Jensen. She's the game's creator. Why, thank you, Prima model.
I mean, she did create the games.
Yeah,
didn't she?
she's the writer.
Solo, yeah.
She's the writer and the game designer. That means it's all hers. Okay.
Unlike, say, King Quest 6, where it's sort of a bit of a mixture.
It's mostly her.
Well, I think we can all agree it probably was entirely just her.
Yeah.
With Roberta walking past every now and again and...
Boop, boop, boop. Well, because Roberta was designing what was design? She was no.
She was running the company.
no, but what's it called? So King's Quest 7 is a collaborative effort that I'm pretty much giving mostly to Lorelei Shannon because Roberta was writing Phantasmagoria at that time.
That would make sense. Phantasmagoria. I mean, King's Quest 8, I think, is the Roberta return to King's Quest where she was in full control.
At the same time, I think Mark Siebert wrote a lot of King's Quest 8.
Well, the whole thing was she was meant to have written most of King's Quest 8. And then the people buying Sierra were like, this is nonsense. And they were like, we can write our own game. And she was like, fine, do whatever the fuck you want. And then 6 months later, they came to her and did you keep writing your game? Because we worked out it's really fucking hard and our game's shit.
Looks more like something
so
Mosley would wear.
There's a whole thing with King's Quest 8 where there's 2 versions of that game out there.
I will alert your attention to looking at this.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, well, he said it before, but he said, looking at this is something that Mosley would wear.
It's not really my style. Looks more like something Mosley would wear.
That's a hint.
Yeah, and he won't take it until he knows.
He needs it. Which I hate in adventure games. I hate when adventure games you've got
my
puzzle.
god. So,
Just let me take the shit.
So, we need to stream Mobius at some point. No, that's a terrible, shitty game.
That's the Jane Jensen one?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's more that it's generic as fuck, which is the main problem. But there's a couple of like the Kickstarter backers kind of messed with that game. There was a couple of people that gave a lot of money that were Mobius, but
Mobius.
That
person's dead.
Yeah, and now this is something I noticed when I was playing this recently with Ikifu. I went. I don't know if this is actually a shirt or if this is just this woman's boobs, because there is clearly a cleavage line, and it's hard to tell with these disconnects between the neck and the body.
I mean, the body's too colourful, so that's not true. That's definitely a shirt.
Yes.
She is coloured as death.
She's coloured as death, but she also has a cleavage line in her shirt. Look at that! Look at that!
She does have tits there. I think she's wearing a very tight shirt for an old lady. I like. Look at Gabriel, like how bright his coloration is.
Look, these breasts gave me 3 grandchildren.
It's almost like the old woman was done in a different art style. Like a more realistic art style. And then they were like, no, this doesn't read well. We can't do that. And they updated the models, but they just left her.
They left her boobs there.
When they were persecuted,
Maybe there was a whole strip scene section.
Oh my god, just like, and now I go feed the children. Why did I pull my own dress down at that point?
I don't know.
Thank goodness the web camera wasn't on. I am Ziborg. Oh no! What was I gonna say? But so Mobius's problems, in terms of they had like 2 Kickstarter backers that were very, very vocal about a particular puzzle where they were like, so you have to have wine to speak to this woman that you've hired a chartered jet to get to, and they argued that you shouldn't be able to pick up the wine bottle until you know you need it.
No, that is the.
Which means that this
you have to fly back.
to go to this place across the road from your office to buy wine and then fly back.
Is there no wine stores where she is?
Well, there's no other scenes where she is because she's supposed to be this out of the way place that you go to. And in which case, I would say at that point, you need to change. If you're gonna say yes, I'm gonna listen to these dickheads because they say that
wine near her for some reason.
Well, no, not even that. I would just say doesn't need wine anymore. Come up with something else. Make it a dialogue puzzle that you have to have with her now to schmooze her with your words.
I mean, I'd still leave it as wine, but make it like there's another room nearby where you've got to find the wine bottle.
Yeah, find the right wine bottle. Something, anything to avoid having to go on a plane.
I gotcha.
Back, there, back, and then there again.
I mean, not being able to, like, that's bad.
Oh my god, those titties.
First place. Like, if there's an item that I need later, I should be allowed to pick it up whenever.
Yeah.
And Runaway is very bad for that. The 3 Runaway games, Runaway 1 does it the worst. They get a bit better.
You know, what's it called? Runaway. Runaway 1 is enough that most people did not come back for Runaway 2 and 3.
Which is sad, because 2 and 3 are better games.
Possibly, but 1 is the biggest crime that I've ever played.
1 gets better.
I am a good Catholic woman myself.
James, if you're listening, go have a shower.
Yes, James.
I don't think he is. He hasn't said anything in chat for a while.
You need to be clean for school, young man.
Say, were you around last night?
I was at home, monsieur.
I think I'm like the only adventure game person in the world that thinks the Runaway games, while not the best, are still like worthwhile to play.
They clearly found an audience because, like, what's it called? It's not just you. They made 3 games.
I mean, Pendulo is a Spanish studio. Yeah. I don't think their audience was English adventure games.
No, in fact, I believe that they have some of the worst dialogue that's ever written in some of their games. But
their translation gets better. But yes, you can tell it's not an English studio most of the time. I think because that period of gaming was the death of adventure games in like the English countries, where there were still adventure games being made, but they were very rare. They didn't sell very well. But in Europe, especially like Germany, they were still going wrong.
The Germans are still going crazy for classic adventure games.
So I think, Pendulo found its market within European countries where adventure games were still on the rise. I think they also made the Big Dream or whatever it was, the Big Score.
Oh, yeah, and they made Yesterday, which is a game that actually looked good to me, so I bought it, but I still have not actually sat down and tried to play it.
Their games have a unique style.
Yes.
Which is quite often too much fucking talking.
Look at this. It's the
Secret
It's
number
the
of
British
Raw.
lesbians.
Oh my, yeah, these two are definitely lesbians. But Lady Lily Howard is my treasure. My treasure.
Or am I conjugating badly?
Oh, I am conjugating badly. Oh.
Well, I think
I mean,
you're right.
I don't think they have outright state that they're a couple, but everything about their design screams that they
Well,
are.
there is some inferred language later on, but no one outright says it.
Yes,
They-
there's never
they
a moment. But like, even just the
They
design
share
right
a
now.
bed.
Was that Mary Gordon G?
You know,
I mean,
the lady's dressed very feminine, and her friend is dressed very masculine.
Masculine.
Very clearly meant to be
Well, see,
the
I
90s.
I
lesbian.
reckon, yeah. See, I reckon Estelle there is definitely 100%, but I reckon Lily might be bi.
I mean, that can be whatever they want.
Yeah,
It'd be
love
nice if the game outright said that they were.
I love these trousers.
Are they trousers? I thought that was a skirt.
No, it's shorts because look, it comes in between her legs.
I just thought that was the model fucking up.
No, these are
I know,
shorts.
because Estelle's got an ass that's too high.
Hang on, I can move. Oh God. Oh,
Hopefully, this is the beauty of the free camera, getting in characters' crotches.
Oh.
Oh, look at the modeling go wrong, the texture go wrong. Oh, look into Lady Lily Howard's black hole.
Oh yeah, look, I do have mouse control.
Yes, that would be a very awkward way to play this game, though.
Dunka 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 dunka. Let's. Come on.
See, her ass is too high, right?
Yeah, her ass is.
Estelle's.
Oh my God, it's so flat and so flat. Like,
But it's very high, like it peaks right at the top and then flattens out.
oh, that is such a flat ass.
She's actually wearing pants very similar to the ones I'm currently wearing. A pair of like camo cargo.
But does your ass? Oh my God, look at Lady Howard's butt though.
She got badunkadunk.
Oh, is she real badonkadonk?
She thick.
Is she? Hang on, let's see if we can get a frontal examination here.
And you can't go through the desk because it's a real object.
So I'm trying to scoop in close without skipping past them. Oh yeah. That's the closest I can get.
We'll have to do it when they're out in the field because I think Lily Howard's standing by the hole and Estelle's digging it.
Yeah.
So you might be able to get much closer then.
Oh well. Hi Estelle.
I do have to say, Elkir said Estelle doesn't look like she's got boobs. It looks more like she's got strongly sculpted pecs, and he's not wrong.
But it's like on a shelf.
They're very angular. Tomb Raider called wants her tits back. Hey, look! I think that's a real painting, by the way, on the wall there.
Yeah,
I think that's a real painting.
That's on. Yeah, that's actually. I think that's actually taken from a photograph of him.
It might be. That looks too much.
Oh
like
my
a real
God.
painting. Agatha, is that you?
Good morning, ladies.
Oh,
Estelle,
hello
the gentleman
titties.
has
I
gone
mean,
over to
Isn't
introduce
Jane
himself.
Jensen's
Isn't
daughter
that charming?
somewhere on the
Well,
queer
that's right.
spectrum? Or is that someone else that I'm thinking of?
sorry, what was that? About
Isn't Jane Jensen's
How do
daughter
you do,
like somewhere
Mr.
on the
Knight?
queer spectrum?
I'm Estelle Styles.
no.
This lady.
It must be someone else I'm thinking of from the time then.
Yeah, so like, cause like, what's it? So her stepdaughter, which is Robert Holmes's daughter, she had cancer, and she was the lead singer of the Scarlet Furies with her dad.
That's a band, yes.
Yes.
I think
Actually,
I've only heard. No,
They're not bad. I
wait,
like them.
Wasn't it? No, maybe it was Jensen then that was writing the queer stuff. The hidden object games.
Oh, sorry, the queer stuff. Yeah, no, sorry, that is Jane herself as
Yes.
Eli Eston.
The correct
Yes, she
question
was
is
writing
not,
like some sort of like. Yes.
Oh, she has written a lot.
Yeah.
what the
A
Grail
lot.
is.
And
So
yeah,
that's where I got it from. Yeah.
So she
she
did
was
do
writing
s-
stuff
she-
under a different name. That
Yeah,
was very
but
erotic.
yeah, but she also did do some hidden object games. Actually, she's the one who kind of re-revolutionized that whole genre. Like, you know, she made all the Agatha Christie games that are hidden object games.
Yes, and she made like a police one as well, didn't she? That was really
police
popular.
one.
It was like a detective one.
Oh, yes,
Women's
yes.
like detective or something.
Yes, it was the Women's Murder Club, which
Yes, that's it.
I still say either sounds like women committing murders or people killing women.
It does, yeah, the Women's Murder Club. It's either a bunch of blokes hunting women down to murder them, or a bunch of women
killing other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I got the
What about you,
So
dear
yeah,
boy?
this couple probably is queer
thought we'd
because
met
Jane Jensen
everyone this
clearly has
Oh, I'm
like the desire to include that within her scope of like writing. So
Well, so the Women's Murder Club is actually a series of books by James Patterson. She just adapted them.
you all here?
yes, but I mean like
for the
Jane did
Yeah.
other stuff that was yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, so like, what's it called? There's a she wrote an Amish police novel.
Amish police novel.
Estelle.
Yeah, actually, it's really good. I wish that was the game that she had made. So it's basically a woman cop where like near an Amish community, and someone's being murdered there.
Okay,
So
I was
she
gonna
actually.
say, but I don't think the Amish have cops.
No.
Nor do women be cops.
Well,
But
that's
yes,
the whole
it
thing.
makes
So,
more
like,
sense.
not only are they having difficulty dealing with, like, the cops, it's like, this is a woman cop.
Yeah.
So, and it works really well, especially since there's a sexy Amish man who's
About the treasure.
not sure if he wants to remain Amish.
I don't.
Methinks
Really,
it
Jane?
protests to
Which is
Really?
it's basically Gabriel Knight.
But
But,
reversed.
but Amish Gabriel. Like,
Oh.
he looks like Gabriel. He, you know, it's just like, oh my god.
Is
Oh.
that tapestry on the wall? Is that a real one as well? Because that looks like a real one.
Yeah,
That looks like real art that they've cropped from somewhere.
and badly pixelated.
Yes, badly digitized into their game.
Hey, he kind of looks like me.
Except for the dress part.
Well, now you fucking have.
Yeah. Okay, now we have to.
Yeah, so these ones are all definitely made up, and you can tell because the
Yeah.
art's shit.
Yeah.
Because this is like supposed to be telling the whole story about the vampire and all that. And the
Well,
town.
this is about the treasure.
The Renly
Yes.
treasure.
area.
But that's what the vampire are after. So
No,
It's
the
all-
treasure. No, that because well, so okay, so how do I explain this
That's
without
sort of
giving away
yeah,
the whole
for
game?
the Holy Grail.
Well, so the thing is that the Holy Grail isn't actually a thing
Yeah. It's not
because
that thing yet. There is a thing down there, but it's not the Holy
well,
Grail.
it's a ritual room down there that's what they're after. And the thing that
the
the
ending
thing-
of this game gets very, very weird and meta, and it's not.
and I love it, and I love it. But like basically, so this dude, let me give you like the rundown, the skinny of what you know after looking at all these panels that I'm just clicking through because you know.
Yeah, fuck red nut.
Yeah.
There's too many words.
So basically, this dude Sonia was the abbé around here. Actually, this side tells his story, but he
Yeah,
was the
the
abbé
abbé.
around here. And
Right.
at some point, fixing up his church, he suddenly went, "Oh, I found something," and
I
then
found religious shit. It's great.
yeah, I found some parchments, and then I went and spoke to the Pope, and the Pope basically said, "Nix it, do not."
Yeah, don't talk about that shit. Hide
And
it
then-
good. Stop.
And then suddenly he had money. No one knows if it was from a treasure or if the Pope paid him to be, you know.
yeah, and
questioned.
it's sort of like, don't I think like it's like he could be corrupt as well? That he's done something like
Yeah,
corrupt
and
got
basically
paid out?
the Pope just basically went, no, I'm giving, you know, he's okay, he's okay. He then also did weird things like, as you can see, destroy some of the local graves.
I like it says did some unaccountable things.
Unaccountable things.
They're accounted though because we know that he did them.
Did them, yeah.
And
And
lots of rich people started coming to the church and shit like that for no
and
reason
it-
at all.
yeah, and then what's it called? And then he died, and he told his the lady who took care of his house that they were walking on gold and they didn't even know about it. So that's when everyone went, "Hey, he had a lot of money and he said this thing, so there must be treasure here." So they're all looking for treasure.
Yes, but there's not treasure. It's some sort of ritual magical thing.
Yeah,
that does
and
the thing.
it's bullshit, is what it is.
I'm
Well,
not
I mean,
sure I'd
it's
want
Gabriel
that
Knight,
thing
well,
between my legs.
It's the worst part of this game, basically.
The end of this game is very clearly where they went, fuck it.
Yeah. It's unfair. It has some bad timed mini puzzles in it.
There was definitely something there, Elkier, about the Viscos sacking
yes.
Rome. Yeah.
Yes, because they were trying to say that so that sort of things is kind of like what they think might be in this treasure. That
There's the implied that the Gauls or the Visigoths or something like that from this area of France during the sacking of Rome nicked all the treasure and buried it. That's possibly one of the treasure sources.
yes.
I think there's a couple other ones they've got for like where the treasure could have come from, but that's all bullshit. None of that's true. Oh, you made the time progress.
Of course I did, because I'm awesome.
Yeah. So this game does have like a timing thing. You can miss stuff, but not in these. There's like these non-real-time sections. You can't really miss things.
Yeah.
You can miss talking to people, but not critical stuff.
Yeah, it won't let you miss critical stuff or stuff that you can pick up in some other way. Emilio's not
but
here.
In the real-time sections, you absolutely can miss stuff.
You can, but you get to you can No, you're not fucked. You just have to learn about it a different way. And here's an Australian.
You're gonna be surprised how this tour turns out. Might bring some fame your way.
Can you hear the audio of this?
Just.
Oh, God. It appalls me as well.
That's right.
That's very clearly not an Australian. That's the
You don't believe
the guy from what was it? Mortal Kombat, who always said he was Australian and he had that really weird accent, and then it turned out when he died, his dad's like he was actually English.
Yeah.
He just thought being Australian would get him more jobs. That's the same accent that someone's putting on.
Why don't you come by my room tonight? Find out. I got
Which, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you got a big piece of equipment.
Oh,
I understand.
How can I sing the Mortal Kombat theme?
Do.
Sonya Blade. Liu Kang.
Mortal Kombat! Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. That's the Mortal Kombat theme.
Yeah.
I'll get to my arcade machine and I'll let it go.
Like, what's it called? There's what's it called? Wanderer and I, we're currently playing Tex Murphy together. And because we weren't sure of how, like, because we're playing Martian Memorandum, we weren't sure how many lines were voice acted, so we've switched off the audio. And it's because
Very
we could,
few, by the way.
oh, because we didn't know, like, because the first couple of voices that came up, and I was trying to do, and like, then he was just like, I want to hear your voices, but the game is also supplying it. So
Yeah.
we tried to switch it off, and it just kept crashing. So
Good night, child.
good night, child. But what's it called? So we switched off and we just went, oh, well, couldn't find the Martian Memorandum soundtrack. So I said, why don't we put on Maniac Mansion? Because that's an MM game.
That's not how that works. But
And then we ended up in Leisure Suit Larry 6 at some point.
at least it's 6, not 5. But
Yeah, but like, what's it called? So like that started showing up when we were with Rhonda in the seduction scene, and that worked there.
are you suggesting that we seduce this lovely Australian man?
I mean, we should always seduce the lovely Australian man, but
I want a stingray to kill him.
oh god! But then the sexier Leisure Suit Larry music showed up when we were talking to Mac Mulden. Wait, what's the clip of?
Of us singing Mortal Kombat, apparently.
Oh, come on!
I'm Gabriel now.
I need to go watch that movie again. I need to get it on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, well I've got it on DVD.
That's right.
No, I want it on Blu-ray. I want it on Ultra HD. Give it on me in
You know what I have on
HDR.
Blu-ray that I've not been able to convince anyone to watch with me?
That one. Are you with the
Cull the Conqueror?
I'm with the tour.
I'd watch that with
I'm
you.
all for being
Yes!
friendly, like, but my
Thank
luck
you!
I mean, that's Kevin Sorbo, right?
It's Kevin Sorbo and Taya
I mean,
Pereira.
Kevin-
Why does no one want to watch it?
Kevin Sorbo's gone fucking mental, but I'll still
Oh my
watch Call
God,
the
yeah.
Conqueror with you.
I mean,
Should you watch Doom? Yes, you should watch Doom.
Oh my god, yeah.
Doom
Oh.
is a fucking amazing
You know
movie.
what's here now? The maple
The
syrup, I
maple
believe.
syrup.
No, actually, is it here yet?
Can you
Nothing
please tell me
much
what
on
are the little
buffet
packets?
At the moment.
What
On
little
the
packets?
left. You look on the left, in that little bowl. They're clearly little packets of
Ah,
like...
thank you. Maple syrup. I thought that was more of the candy.
Yes, no, that's, maple syrup.
Oh,
In,
yeah,
like,
put it in your
little-
crotch. Put it in your
Those little
crotch.
I actually buy Vegemite like that sometimes.
Yeah. I've always liked this painting here. It's
that's
a
the real
it's a,
one.
yeah, it's a real one.
It looks like a Van Gogh or something.
No,
Probably
it's
isn't,
not
'cause I
Van.
don't
It's
think
not
he did
Van Gogh.
people.
It's what's his name? I can't think who it is. Renoir, I think. I think it's Renoir. But what's it called? Not that you can really see it in this picture, but like there's a whole heap of different people, and it was always like, which person are you? Sometimes I'm this lady here who's just gazing off into nowhere, and then sometimes I'm this lady with the dog.
Okay, well, what there is in there at the moment is on the left there.
Yeah.
That's Laura Bow from Colonel's Bequest.
Mm-hmm.
And the one to the right, without the hat, that's a little bit. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's Laura Bow from the Dagger of Amon
Robin
Ra.
Ra. Which
That's quite clearly the same character from two different games. Slightly
No, it's
updated
not-
in looks.
no, it's not Degas, because what's it called? You could say that these are Degas because it's very ballerina.
Nothing like choo-choos to help you work up an appetite.
But
What
I'm
the
pretty.
fuck, Tim Curry?
But these are definitely. I'm pretty sure this is Renoir.
A painting of diners.
Diners for a
dining
dining room.
wonder if that-
Clever.
I wonder if that painter is that painting is called Diners or Dining Room.
I don't think it's called either of those.
Well, I mean, it would have been funny if it was.
And then there's
Would
this.
have made sense.
Oh my god, I forgot. There's this woman here. I remember seeing a. I can't remember who painted this one, but I definitely saw it in high school, and then I was like, oh, I recognize that one. But it's just like there's this nice lady, and then there's just this creep behind her. But he's not even like watching her. He's like peeping on someone else.
She's thick.
She real thick, but you know.
She's thick.
Yes, it's Renoir. Actually, no,
The
Renoir makes
boating party.
the boating party. But no, Renoir makes sense because what's it called? So the first GDC that I went with Grundislav, and the hotel we stayed at was the Renoir. So it was like, oh, we're going to like the Gabriel Knight hotel because it's just entirely filled with Renoir paintings.
How much did Sierra pay for that painting then?
Oh my god, who knows? You know, back then, I wonder if they even paid for anything of these sort of things.
Well, I
Alright.
mean, if they might have like got them for free, they might be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, put it in our game."
Okay, we gotta go upstairs.
We're gonna go look at Mosley's his ass.
That painting of the skull, yeah? Yeah. Do you know who it's actually from? Oh, look, the ladies are changing rooms. Mr. Knight. They want a bigger room. Emilio Basel wants to change rooms.
Which, like, that's like, it's one of those things that's meant to make you think there's like a big conspiracy going on, but it's not. It's just a bunch of holiday travelers being dickbags to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you put that key. He went to put that key in her bra. Come on, you saw that. No, it's not meant to be Gabriel's dad's painting, but it's meant to remind you of that. Because he says he feels like he's at home when he looks at it.
Move along now, Esther.
I do like, her hand is clearly a crab claw.
Rest.
Crab.
Thank you, Mr. Bowser.
Crab.
Oh, thank you, Miss Stiles.
Oh, such awkward arms.
She's walking like a robot. Like, I shall pick up crates.
My back hurts.
So, Lady Estella's is the trunk, and hers is the suitcase. I
Yes.
understand. Yeah.
And Emilio just has a tiny backpack.
He has a carpet bag.
Yes. Okay.
Go attack
Why
Mosley.
is Emilio trading rooms with the British ladies? Knock on Mosley's door. He won't
Wait, did
answer.
Emilio just move close to us? Is that why he's done that?
Yes, he's in the room
Yes.
next to ours now.
Yes.
So that is part of his creeping. Oh, you know what? You can hear in Mosley's room that he's using the aircon. Not the aircon, the hairdryer.
Because he's got to look
How
beautiful.
long can it take to dry those 3 or 4 strands of hair?
He has much more hair than you give him credit for, especially in Gabriel Knight 1. It's just that he was thinning at the front. It's not
I
like
suppose
he's
like Gabriel Knight
bald.
1, he has a full head of hair.
Oh my god, yeah, it's just a little bit thin at the front because he's probably been tearing his hair out listening to you, Gabriel.
Or the fact that he's dealing with a murder case that's not going anywhere
Yeah.
whatsoever. And people are getting on him like, hey, solve the murder case. Can we steal the Preparation H from the church yet?
Let's have a look.
Which, this is the game that taught me about arse lube.
Oh yeah.
Old man arse lube. Oh no, wait, we use it here, don't we?
You use it here. We don't have it yet. Oh yeah, because we get it day 2 from the British ladies.
Yes, this is the game that taught me what means. We don't think we have preparation G or whatever it is here. We've got different stuff, but it's the same idea. A thing you use on your rear end when it's sore.
There are words over the door.
Don't look at me. They
Dominus,
didn't teach Latin
mere
in
Dominus.
New Orleans school district.
Or hang on.
Tennis?
Or tennis vocabulaire. Higomos de ist et portier. I know this is like at this door. Something about this door and opening and something.
Domus Medomus is something about God.
Yeah. Oh, God isn't home today, kids.
I mean, canonically in Gabriel Knight, like Christianity is correct as well as a bunch of other religions. Same as like Broken Sword. Like there's nearly every religion's is right.
In some way, for some reason.
The supernatural is true, and
or yeah,
the shit they believe is kind of real.
Fine, you will conquer it. What is it?
This man actually looks like my first priest.
You know what? I love this man because of his name. It's Arnaud, and he's an abbé, so it says Abbé Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud.
To which the words refer? Monsieur,
Eat. He has boobs though. Look at those.
Oh yeah, he does. He's fat.
Those are like hot. But like the thing is, look, it's like he's wearing an actual bra because it comes in right underneath them.
I was about to say, he's actually got Lady Whatterface's breasts.
Yes.
I bet they've used the same exact polygons for her.
And I think they actually might have the same skeleton because they walk the same way when it comes to their hip structure. Let's talk
to make him fat, they might have put him in a woman's body.
That is a big booty, a big flat booty there, Senor Bicali. Like
he does have a weird ass.
See?
Oh, you're right. It wasn't Dominus. It was just Domus, which I don't know what Domus is.
Well, isn't Domus like home?
Maybe.
Because like I know Domo is home.
Latin's weird. Because it's not even not even proper Latin though, because that's Catholic Latin.
Talk to the Abbé. The Abbé has some interesting things to say about a Magdalene cult, which once flourished in this area.
Domo arigato. Domo arigato, Mr. Latano.
Mr. Meccano.
Did you drive?
Mr. Meccano.
Oh yeah? I came in last night by train.
Domo arigato, Mr. Meccano.
From Naples.
Meccano. But from Naples.
He doesn't seem to know where he comes from.
No, because he's from the Vatican.
They should.
I mean, you think he'd have like a cover story.
Yeah, that's better than I came from another part of Italy.
I came from Italy just slightly above where I actually come from. I'm sorry, I shall stop now.
Yeah. This is not a church.
Do you know anything about the Holy Grail around here?
The Grail is
Oh, we get to go have a chat with Lady Howard and Estelle after we speak to these men.
Did you
Did you go looking for the treasure? Kind of, yeah, because we
Signori, please.
Oh, you don't think there is a treasure?
Domo arigato, Mr.
Then how come you
Anno.
Well, the history of the area and the fame of the
Abbé?
treasure.
Anno.
These interesting.
It's a dumb name.
No.
Yes,
Not
it's
really.
dumb
Jim
names are
Arno
fun.
is a real French name, though.
No, Anno is a French name.
Yeah, the history, sure.
Look, we're getting points. We're up to 60. Only 9 more points, and we've got the correct amount.
905 points.
Wait, we can get 69 and 420 in this game.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk to
Also, I believe he's right when he says that this isn't actually a church. Because there's it's missing things that a real church needs to be Catholic.
Yes.
People call me
Me, the Abbé. My name is Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud.
Arnaud.
Yeah, let's just call him Arnauds from now.
Oh, he's a communist. That's not my Nards. That's Arnauds.
Arnauds. I'm Abbé Arnauds.
But Abbé Saunier restored
In this Abbé, we all share the Nards.
spirit you see around you.
Touch my nods.
It's
Oh, my
okay.
boobs.
They're holy Nards.
You don't see churches.
I've got to see a doctor
dedicated to
about it.
Mary Magdalene very often.
Ah, but the Magdalene cult was quite
The
strong
Magdalene
in the
cult.
place, particularly in this part of the
They were
world.
all slatterns. It was
Why's
great.
that?
The Magdalene journeyed to the south of France.
Did she now?
I
Did
don't
she
think she
now?
did.
I don't think she did.
I don't think a poor prostitute from the Mediterranean area of Arabia
No
traveled
idea.
that far. Kind of think you're talking lies.
Oh, I popped out of that conversation.
I would
The
too.
Holy Grail has been linked to this area.
Is that
The
right?
connection is nearly as old as the Grail legend itself.
What have you read?
on the subject?
Not much. Our theory.
That's a nice lie. The fact
Yeah.
that Gabriel Knight has read fucking nothing about it.
Contained the blood of Christ, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Vessel that
Oh no, I
contains
believe people
at
travelled.
last, yes.
I just don't believe Mary Magdalene would travel
Do you
that
think
far.
the Holy
Yeah.
Grail is behind the treasure of Rennes-le-Château?
One, because she's probably not real.
Possible.
Two, that's a long way to go.
In this
I mean, I can understand her being that, like, you know, what's it
Besides
called?
myself,
Existing. Her name
no
being
one that I
Mary.
can think of.
Oh no,
The
that's
treasure seekers who
yeah,
visit the valley
that's
are
Latinized.
often interested
Yeah.
and then
in
Anglicized on top of that, most likely.
Yeah.
What do you mean by
Maria.
Exactly.
Maria Magdalene.
It's still quite
I
strong
mean,
in
that's
this area,
kind of
despite
possible. I
the
mean, that
best
area
efforts of the
was
Catholic
like
Church.
populated by
Did you
Romans
know
as
that
well
Yeah.
as
most of
the natives.
famous
So
Black Madonna images
But-
were not images of the Virgin Mary at all.
This is what's okay because my grandmother's name's Maria, so it's just, I'm just imagining my grandmother just being like, "Oh Jesus."
I do believe this is like real stuff that people think, like that the blue Madonna is, or the blue Mary is Jesus' mother,
But
and
black
the Mary's
Madonnas
designed with
usually
other
show
colors
mother and child, don't they? If
is
the woman's
Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, so pretty much every female saint has been attributed to either Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene.
Isn't it so weird they have the same fucking name?
Yeah, it's almost like sons are just looking for their mothers. Ew, 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 ew.
I think I'll refer
But you know, like in that case, like what? In that case, if the whole idea is that his mother's a virgin, then it's just like I have to find another virgin. No wait,
I mean,
I'm
she
gonna-
wasn't one.
I was about to say. I was about to say. No wait, I'm gonna rebel against that. I need a prostitute.
I need one who has done them all. I mean, if we accept that Mary Magdalene, like, is probably not her real name, so Mary Madonna Magdalene, none of them are a real name.
Yeah.
What was she actually called?
Those who have ears
Because even the way
Molly.
he refers to her as the Magdalene, because it's
Yeah.
not a name, it's like a title. And
Magda.
the Madonna.
Yeah, her name is Magda. Let's just go with it.
This
Madge.
is weird religious stuff. This is the kind of thing I would have loved to have played with one of the priests at school. He was really cool. I would have loved to like.
Be
tell me
careful how you
more.
say I want to play with the priests at school.
Oh, no, he wasn't that kind.
Yeah,
That was
okay,
that
okay.
was the other priest. His name was
Well.
Divine Fruit.
Oh no.
I'm not kidding. His actual last name was Fruit.
Oh god.
Father. No, sorry. His last name was Divine. So Father Divine.
Father
We
Divine.
called him the Divine Fruit
Oh, I see. I see.
because of the things he did. No, to be fair, my school never got any of those. It's one of the ones that's never been accused.
My school did.
anyway. Yeah. See. I didn't go to Christian Brothers. I
Well,
went
no,
to a
no, what's it called?
non-molesting school.
Well, what's it called? Not that my school was Christian. Just that, like, out of 4 male teachers, 2 of them got tried for sexual assaults on minors.
The worst thing my school had was one of the teachers was banging
Well,
one
not
of the
assaults,
other teachers.
but you know what I mean. I see. I don't mind that as much because
Well,
they're consenting adults.
No, that's true. But they were at a Catholic school, and one of them was married.
Lunch.
So
Okay,
And
that's
she got
more of a
pregnant.
problem. But
yeah, well, she got pregnant, and that sort of outed the whole relationship. And the school went, "Excuse me, fucking what?"
Thanks for the advice.
Thank you, ladies.
Sleeping with students is bad. So the two teachers fucking, I didn't have a problem with. The school did, because affairs are a thing that they didn't, you know.
Like,
weren't
what's it
gonna
called?
support.
So, of the 2 ones that I know of in my time, because they were both teachers of mine. Oh god. Like, one of them taught the media class, and
Typical.
well, what's it called? I thought he was gay, like really gay. Like he had like
That's the cover.
he had like a keychain that was, you know, the rainbow penis. So I was like, yeah, you're gay, Mr. Blah. And
Good cover.
yeah, but what's it called? So I was the captain of technology, and basically I had to go to subcommittee meetings. And so I'm in this subcommittee meeting with all these teachers and just going like, so we need to talk about that teacher's firing. And I like, it had just happened the day beforehand, and I hadn't even heard that it had happened. It was just like, what?
Excuse me.
I was like, what has happened to my media teacher? And so I was in year 11 at this point. He had filmed a porno with 2 girls from year 12 as their final assignment, and they had stored it on the school network.
That is some dumb fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
That is some serious dumb fuckery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That guy was dumb
Mm-hmm.
as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, these girls were over 18, but at the same time, still position of power.
No, that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Schools do not care about that.
Yeah, but
That's dumb.
and then the other one was, well, she wasn't in my class, but she was in my year. And this was the teacher, the physics teacher, who also was the yeah, I just talked to him in the church. Why do I talk to him again?
I want to talk to him about his food, Gabriel.
Hey,
What's he eating? What is he eating?
What
Can you
is
look?
he eating? Okay, let's have a look.
It looks like there's something modeled there. Is that rice?
Hang on, let me tilt down on them. Oh my, look at those shoes.
He's got loafers.
Okay, so it looks like he's got an egg and peas, and is that like a steak? That is a steak. That's a T-bone steak.
Yeah, it's a T-bone.
Yeah.
So, that's probably mashed potatoes is the white stuff.
But then why has it got a yellow thing in the middle?
It can't be an egg.
Not, you wouldn't think an egg would be that puffy. Anyway, so, what's it called? Oh, I can go speak to Mosley now. Great. But when it comes to the other teacher, he was the physics teacher, chemistry teacher, and what's it called? Also took care of the chess club, which is how I knew him, because I was in the chess club. Because
fucking nerd.
I know, but like, what's it called? So. But the thing that I like is when he did teach me science, it was always like, oh god, he's got such thick arm hair. I was always afraid he would just set fire to it anytime he had the Bunsen burner on.
That's an odd thing to worry about, Rizalko.
All right, you hairball.
Your hairball. Oh yeah, crumple crotch. But what's it called? So someone in my
God.
Don't worry about it.
oh god, it's really crumpled there.
legs are like,
You take
Oh, yeah.
European tours.
it's like he's still standing up.
And they've shrunken as well.
Apparently not.
Yeah, and like the front legs are just kind of like being rotated around.
Oh yeah.
But
Mhm.
like if you could see down right now, I reckon his real legs are going through the floor.
Yes, this is Mosley.
Baby crying since you-
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the crumple crotch.
He also looks like he's been stung by bees.
Yes.
Lots of bees.
Look at him. Like he does now have a booty while he's sitting down.
Yes,
But
only
it-
when he
it-
sits down.
Only when he sits down, it's usually quite flat.
Passed out for a while.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this girl had a obsession with him, and apparently he managed to stop himself from giving in for over a year.
Really interesting.
But then he gave in
Glad you appreciate
for like 2 years, and then she got pregnant, and then he paid for her abortion, and then he made her have sex with him 15 minutes after her abortion,
the night.
and that was the
Your
last
school
time.
was really bad.
But this is the thing. So of the other, I'd never really dealt with the one of the other male teachers, but the not that anything ever went out with him, but the other one was the IT teacher, and he's still one of my favorite teachers I've ever had. He was the loveliest man that I've ever been taught by.
I think you're swinging at an empty plate there.
Y'all got in last night,
So,
didn't you?
yay!
Let's steal Mosley. Let's take Mosley with us. Actually, why can't we take Mosley with us?
Well, Mosley is part of this. I mean, like, what's it called? He's part of the end game. But he's,
I mean, but he's here for a reason, right?
yeah, he's following his own agenda for most of the game. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
he's-
Gabriel, your crotch is crumpled as well.
I mean,
Those-
they clearly. I don't think any of them sit. I'm pretty sure if you could see through the bed, you'd see his legs going straight down.
Grace.
But they're like they're definitely pushing forward, but it's kind of like they're not meant to actually bend up like that at all.
No, they're clearly like just the polygons that become the lower legs just sort of get pulled up and around.
The two of you.
Oh, look here goes the two of you alone in the Alps, sleeping together. You seem really pissed off at that, Gabriel.
Did he get shoot off in your last case or what?
Oh. But it's interesting that it seems it's Gabriel's problem. So when
I think it's pretty implied by this game that Grace has been willing for a while now. But it's Gabriel who keeps
Why don't you just marry her now?
backing out for some reason.
So, but with this crumpling,
You're allergic.
it's particularly his. Yes, that's exactly what I was about to mention, Zanato.
She's like a chair, you know?
What? Oh. Just never tell a woman that she's like your chair.
Hey Jess, you're like my chair.
You should buy the chair, but you know that if you take it home,
You're like my chair.
You've already bought the cow there, basically, man. It's he's saying that you don't marry a woman because she's like your chair.
I hate to say it, but you
I
better
can't.
start
You'll be
cutting
very
and
angry
get
if I
out of the
explain
kitchen.
it, so I'm not going to.
You keep farting around, and some
You're gonna have to
might
now. She's
just
getting
beat
angry for
you
not
to it.
you're not telling me.
Chairs can't get angry.
Mose, do you know anything
She's
about the
break and make
Holy
you fall on your
Grail?
ass.
Oh yeah.
Not really. Why?
And this is why we love Jess.
Me? Not much. About this Schottenjäger thing.
About
You know,
this
I think that whole chair thing, by the way, is Gabriel trying to
I've seen
convince
your book,
himself.
The Brutal Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
what a
Oh,
freaking
Jess, you can't give me this. Oh, it's James did, sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, since then, Grace and Gerda have been getting all
Whose cup's
organized
broken, mate?
on me.
Oh.
Grace even did this computer program called
Yeah, I know,
Seed.
that's right.
Supposed to help when we're in the field.
Do explain the chair thing to her later, and then also make sure you confirm that you were telling a joke.
She knows. She's just gonna hit me.
Yeah, I've been working out.
I've been
Grace says
working
I need to
out.
be in shape to
Mostly
chase
because
the
I
cat
interrupted her
rabbits
watching
I
some sort of
want.
video.
Oh yeah.
As an example,
Well,
in
we'll
the
finish this conversation, and then we're gonna finish up for the night, because it's almost midnight for me, and I've got this thing called work.
Glad to see you haven't a stupid sense of humor.
You have
At some
children
point-
to take care
At
of.
some point, you're gonna have to give me the
How
code
your
to make
family
this
got
game.
into this whole thing in the first.
I have to find out what the F I did, but the fact that it's currently working means I should just be able to check it and say this is what you type.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to stream this game, but it'd be a lot easier if I can stream it windowed compared to full screen.
There's a whole
Yeah.
ashram in India where they train monks for this kind of thing. Grace has
Yes.
been bugging me about
I care
that.
about work. They pay me to do stuff.
I'm
that
not
I-
lost
That means I can do stuff with you
I
guys.
see what you mean.
Unless you
Well,
guys
no
want to
point
start
getting
paying
all
me
serious
wages.
about
Eh?
Screw
Eh?
you,
Anyone?
Mose.
Anyone?
Nah, that's fine. Hey, actually, no, I subscribe to you sometimes, so
Oh no, I was talking about like proper wages though, not just
A travel magazine?
250.
Since
250
when
a
do
month?
you read
You
travel?
buy yourself
$250 a month. Yeah, okay.
No.
It's a good start. That's a good start.
$2.50. One can of Coke a month.
What? You can get a can of Coke for that cheap? Oh, that's not true.
You can.
You can get it for $1.30. So actually, I could probably get almost two.
You can almost get you can normally get a 600ml for like $2 now.
Yeah, it depends where you go. Melbourne's expensive.
So,
That's true.
what about the treasure of
Like if you
Rambler
get it
Shadow?
while you're ordering food, they can
Not
charge you
really.
up to like $4 for that
Madeline says
600ml, and you just go like,
everybody
what?
Yeah. Don't have I mean, petrol stations typically have it cheap.
Yeah, petrol stations are alright. Vending machines are alright. Supermarkets
machines
are probably the
typically-
best.
So supermarkets, when you buy it warm, are the best because then you get it really cheap.
Yeah.
$3 you can buy a 2 liter.
But yeah, no, like I think that like you can get a can for like $1.20 from a vending machine.
Seem like a lark.
But what do
His
you
leg is
think?
clipping through the chair.
Now,
Oh,
don't you
yeah.
just love that kind of tough girl thing?
Oh my god, they're both talking about Madeline.
I wasn't speaking about Madeline.
I was talking about the treasure. Oh, I was talking about
Nice area though, isn't it?
what nice area though.
Could they have blended their necks better?
Oh yes.
Like Gabriel's is incredibly
Now, you
bad.
didn't see the
Mosley
kid
seems
that
actually
was
kind
in
of
the
better.
area last
Yeah,
night?
but you know whose is the worst? The museum
As
lady.
you saw on the train, both had long
Yes,
hair
but I mean that's because
pulled
her
back in
shirt
ponytails,
is such an
and they
atrociously
had this
different color.
trunk
That's if that's her shirt. The
Well,
fact
I'm
that
just
she has
assuming
she has a proper cleavage line,
I
and
don't
then
want.
it is
No,
it
I
is
don't want to imagine an 80-year-old lady's tits, Rizalka. Stop.
and it's vaguely flesh colored.
Stop it.
Hey, we got control of the camera now. You know what that means. Oh my god.
He's just clipped through the chair. Oh no! Don't look down there. The weird thing is, it's also like it's misaligned. The left and right legs like are different,
Yeah.
like sticking out. Oh, it's gross. To be fair, that's like Gabriel just said he was bald. That's actually a lot of hair. He's just
That
got
is a
very
lot
high
of hair.
widow's peak.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now. Oh, yeah.
Now we're going to steal his ID and his jacket. Oh, there's no texture there at all.
Where?
Like on his neck.
Yeah. Well,
But that's
there
not a-
is some. That's his shadow thing.
Yeah, but it's just like the color is just sort of been stretched down. It's not like a texture really.
Mosquito. No, I don't care. We're ending up soon as well. Let's have a check of Gabriel. Excuse me, Gabriel. Oh.
Oh, his is wavy. Like someone clicked and dragged and like it went wrong. No, stop it. Look, that's misaligned as well. You can't see up his crotch because his leg's the wrong way.
And the end. And the end.
To be fair,
I know, that's the clipping, but still, it just looks strange. It looks like
Look on the far left of the screen. No, keep it where you were.
Okay.
If you look to on that left side though, see it?
What
You're pointing at it, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the other side of the leg starting to like clip back in every now and again as he pulses weirdly. Stop looking at his crotch. There's nothing there.
Well, what is this?
That's not. No! Stop it.
What's this does?
I know, he would tuck down. He wouldn't tuck up. Down the side of the leg.
Wrong one. Oh.
What's that on? What's that on the desk? The suitcase. Is that meant to be Mosley's like briefcase of work?
Yes.
Ooh, I don't want to see Mosley's briefs.
Okay, no. Apparently, that's literally his clothing, and that's the. No,
That's Aphrodite.
Yeah, no, it's not the Venus de Milo though, is it?
No. It's Aphrodite after her birth.
Hate to tell you, babies don't look like that.
No.
That's the jacket. Still, God.
Yeah, no.
What a messy fuck.
Yeah, like he's been in here literally a night. Cans everywhere. There's an extra pair of shoes. He literally had. Oh my God, Mosley, no.
He sleeps naked. Confirmed. He sleeps naked.
He sleeps naked. There's another
pile
shirt over here.
That's which is a completely different size. Like that's
Yeah.
a huge shirt.
There is nothing in this bin. He has misaligned this carpet.
I think that's on them. He's
misaligned this painting.
Look up on the roof. There's a vent. Mosley's been trying to sneak, like to listen to the
He was
vents.
coming and had that installed.
So that's why the painting's been knocked because he tried to climb up there.
From the look of the floor, I seriously doubt there's anything in the closet.
True. I'm just gonna use your toilet.
Mose would appreciate me.
Intriguingly, that is the only room in this game that you actually never go into.
Well, it's because it's not a room.
Yeah. What?
He's also got a huge trunk.
Empty.
Yeah.
I think the hotel's storing it here to get it
Oh,
out of the way.
okay, it's not Mosley's.
Besides,
All right.
It doesn't look like the one on the train.
No. Oh my God,
Okay.
Mosley's the one who has the baby.
That would make sense. I could imagine Mosley storing a baby within a trunk.
Yes. Anyway, it is almost midnight, so I'm going to finish up here. And we hope you've enjoyed this very strange way of playing Gabriel Knight 3.
Let's look at crotches.
Let's look at the body dimensions. Let's talk about like how they've put this together, and let's make
Well,
fun
I
of
mean-
the Prima guide. We made 13 pages into the Prima guide.
What the fuck else is there to do with this game? I mean, it's fun. Like, it's actually fun to play on your own.
Yeah.
But you gotta get your fun from it by looking at the atrociousness, by the stuff that, you know, is weird and unusual, and all the choices they made. Because they really made some weird choices in this game. Like that. That's the Gabriel Knight 1 or 2 art, isn't it? In the save
No,
load? No, sorry,
no.
no, it's the 3 art.
It's the front cover of the 3.
Yes.
But even so, like, just it doing it as a strip
Yes.
across the thing is weird.
They
And it
make
has all
choices.
these- They have all these extra things. Definitely do not play with any of these because this game will break.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe originally it had incremental rendering on it, and it go crazy.
What is incremental rendering?
Like, I think it starts... Actually, I think because I've got it in the windowed mode, it actually works better than, than other things it could be doing. But if you've got it in the software mode and you put that in, it just, like, things just start... Oh, I'm still on medium. I should be on high.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be running it on software because
No.
like there is an like whatever
No.
wrapper they're running this game in is emulating the physical 3D driver, so you should be running it with that. Because software is always going to be the subpar choice.
Yeah, look at that. Now I've got it on textures high. Things just came into some slightly better focus.
No, they didn't.
No, the wall textures.
Slightly, yes.
Slightly, yeah.
The same repeating brick now looks more like a brick.
Yeah. Look at how shitty these walls are now. Oh, actually, we might be able to see Gabriel's talisman a bit better now. Let's get a bit centered on him. Yep. There it is.
Yeah, you can kind of see there's like a circle there.
Yeah, it's
And
kind of like where his
pecs don't follow through properly.
Yeah, because there's this weird round thing. And again,
It's not that big though. Like the Schwarzenegger symbol is actually quite thin. It shouldn't really do that.
No, it's quite thin, but it is quite large. Like in terms of like the size of it's quite large, but it does seem to be like a dome underneath his shirt, which it shouldn't be.
Maybe the 2 green bits there are like stuck on his pecs. So like it's sticking out a lot further.
Possibly. Anyway, we're going to end up here, so we'll see you guys next time.
I missed the bit when it got to 69 points, and I feel sad now.
Oh, where are we?
76. At some point, 7 points ago.
You know what it means? We hit those points while we were talking to Mosley.
I mean, it could have. I mean, it probably jumped right past him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
If
we miss 420, we just have to burn the game down.
Yeah, there will be no 6-9ing happening. All right.
Not with Mosley.
No. Oh, God, no.
Mosley doesn't.
Oh, God, no.
Mosley's the kind of person that doesn't give you a reach around.
Oh.
He's a selfish lover.
It's a sad, sad day. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.